Hey guys, what's going on? We got the first arena session of 10.2. Basically, this first match I'm doing Elementalist, but throughout the whole session, the rest is going to be Storm. I didn't have too much luck with Elementalist. I still got some tweaking to do with the build, and we also don't have 4 sets, so it's kind of in a weird position. But I will put it in the 2 variations that I have. I'll put in the description. I'll also put my Storm in the description. So for these matches, we pugged a Windwalker monk, and we're at probably 2100 to about 2200 MMR. We fought a lot of like ranged melee combos. First here you see Affliction Frost. So we're going to be going after the Affliction Warlock, trying to do as much damage to him as possible since he's a lot easier to get at, and he's very potent if left alone as well. Kind of. He does his damage no matter what, but he takes a significant more amount of damage than the mage. As you see, he went down. Like, we're doing quite a lot of damage. The mage also didn't do too much of a good job of CCing everybody, but is what it is. Anyways, on to this next match. Outlaw. Outlaw got a massive rework. I also think Boomkin did too. Uh, I've read on like PvE tier lists that they're like top dogs in damage output. So will enhancement be, but right now for this matchup, we're going to be focusing on shutting down the Boomkin while trying to kick and CC the Discipline Priest as much as possible. And the reason why you sit on the Boomkin is because one, they do a lot of damage if left alone. So if you sit on them, it forces them into bear form for the most part, or they can't quite cast while fighting you, in a sense. So they are squishy, as you see, kind of just fell over there. Um, the Outlaw Rogue, you don't want to attack. The reason why is they always have defensives up with Float Like a Butterfly, if that's still a thing. Um, so they're kind of like a iffy target to hit. If you know for a fact they have no cooldowns left, then definitely give it a shot, but you're better off going for the Moonkin no matter what. Now on to this match, we got Marksman Hunter, Havoc, Demon Hunter. Havoc is ranked as I think it's the top damage right now in PvE, and in PvP they're definitely doing a significant amount of damage. But we are going to focus on the Hunter for the most part because we don't want him free casting. Now, even though you can't technically interrupt a hunter, it's still better to sit on them to force them to move around rather than just sit there casting. But as you'll see, they kind of run away. I get a nice cage here to lock all 3 of them in for a nice leg sweep by the monk. And then we're right onto that hunter. But as you see, we're just getting cleaved down like really hard. We get turtle there. So I go for a hex on the disc priest. I get it, but it's completely DR'd, so it's kind of worthless. But there's the hunt. I'm gonna run away here because I see them using cooldowns and stuff. I'm getting my ass kicked right now, so I'm just kind of getting away from this demon hunter, letting Shuk heal me up as much as I can. And then the hunter pushes in a little bit. He gets rooted by my totem. I'm just kind of waiting a second, and then we push in. We lock down the hunter pretty good. I interrupt his aim shot with a sunder, and then we're just wailing on him. Monk is CC'd right now. There's another barrier, so I'm gonna run away again because we got 2 defensives, so there's no point in attacking. They really want me too. And if the demon hunter's chasing after me, it means he's not hitting the monk. So now I'm back after the hunter. Gets a nice double leg sweep. I line up a nice hex on the priest, and now we're able to free reign for the most part. But as you see, the hunter gets away just slightly. I drop a root totem on the Havoc Demon Hunter to prevent him from attacking us. And there's another not dispersion, pain suppression. So the priest is out of all defensives and externals. So we're just going to be hitting them so hard. Also, this priest super strong right now, dealing a lot of damage, dealing a lot of healing. Um, they're kind of crazy, but as you see, he fell over. The marksman hunters lack defensives, but they have some high damage, so make sure to try and shut them down as much as possible. Don't let them free cast. But that's it for that match. On to the next one. Once this demon hunter dies. we got Double Devastation. Now, the first time we fought this, I've never really fought Devastation dragons before because once Augmentation came out, all Devastations turned into Augs. There was no point. But basically, for this, they do so much damage, like so much burst damage. You got to be very careful. Make sure you're paying attention to defensives and when they're going to pop. Oh, pardon me. Um, I'd recommend getting Mez's Weak Aura package thingy. I know some people are kind of against it. I'm a little bit of against it too, but since everybody else is using it, you might as well get that benefit. It just uses sound notifications and stuff to help you out and tell you when things are. I spent majority of the time learning spell cues and special effects to know when things went off. So it does kind of suck that all that went down the drain and be replaced by this weak aura. But when you fight a new class like Devastation, it's super helpful because you don't quite know what to look for when they pop stuff. But anyways, we're going to be trying to kill one of these damn dragons. They're really annoying to catch. As you see, the paladin pushed in. So we wanted to punish that, so we just quickly swapped to him, tried to get something out of him. We do have almost everything. He doesn't have Divine Shield, and I think he used Sack just a little bit earlier. So we're wailing on one of the dragons now. There's the bop. I'm trying to purge, but I'm getting super unlucky with freaking triggers. So I finally get it. It's unfortunate that I was on my Ascendance proc, but I kicked a rep. I'm really going after this one. That's the sacrifice. They're grouped up now. We're going to be beating into the sacrifice since the healer doesn't have bubble. That's also a benefit too. You could definitely get something out of it. Shuk is going to get slept here. I see it coming, so I drop Tremor immediately. They overlap the sleeps. So now we got both of them in one spot. I kicked the Paladin. And they're running this beam thing. Now, when they use Viridian Embrace, they get a beam in between their target and them. So try not to stand in the way-ish. It's definitely very difficult, but it's going to be constantly taking damage and healing one of them quite a bit. So just try to stand out of it. Obviously, they'll be moving. But as you see here, I get really low, so I'm just trying to LOS as much as possible, trying to get them out of my way, trying not to die. But I get a nice Ascendance proc. I force the Paladin to really run away. Both of these guys are going to run after him. The Monk is chasing down the Paladin for the most part. And then it's still very, very low. Goes for a flash of light while I'm right in his face, which is really odd. I figured he'd try something else. And then we're just able to take him down. They're trying to heal him as much as possible, but it's just not enough. So this comp is super annoying. If Devastation is good next season, this season, I don't know if it is, but it is definitely looking quite painful. Now, would you run a Devastation over an Aug? I'm really not sure. I'm pretty sure it's better to run Aug Dev over Double Dev, obviously, but I mean, it was interesting to see. It's going to be nice to see a Devastation every once in a while, to be honest, something different. But here is the Demon Hunter game again. We fought like the same teams 3 times in a row. It was quite unfortunate. But same thing, we're waiting for the Hunter, so he uses Pain Suppression and PI on the Demon Hunter, so I'm like, okay, I'll just stand here and run away. Just waiting for their defensive and stuff to fall over. The Demon Hunter comes behind a pillar, so I get a nice Ascendance proc, so I'm just going to wail on Demon Hunter for a second, trying to not be in the same line as the Hunter. And the Priest is kind of freaking out because both the Hunter and the Demon Hunter are taking big damage. So the Hunter, I think, already turtled. So now I'm back on the Hunter. I'm just going to completely chase him down. The Demon Hunter comes in with a hunt. Now, I think you can ground the hunt. I did learn that you, as a Warlock, you can actually teleport it. So I think it has some line of sight issue type of thing. So, but I think it's a spell, so you can ground it for the most part. Don't take my word for it. I'd definitely test that out, but it would be a good way to reduce damage. But anyways, we're focusing down the Hunter. He's got nothing left. I bring in the priest. We get a nice triple leg sweep, although we did get a nice barrier right before that. It was good reaction on him. I'm going to start wailing on the priest since he just uses last pain suppression. He has no defensive. The demon hunter is desperately peeling me, so I'm going to kind of back off a little bit, kick him, go for a hex, eat the hunter kick or the demon hunter kick. And then, oh, he still had a pain suppression. Okay, so we're back on the hunter because we don't want him doing damage at all. And then I get a nice Ascendance proc. There's Turtle. I guess he didn't turtle earlier. Also, another thing to note is healers now have a reduced trinket. Their get out of jail free card is now 90 seconds rather than 120. But yeah, so keep that in mind too. But for the most part, focus down the hunter. That's basically it. I don't know what it's going to look. I don't know what the tiers are going to look like for the season yet because nobody has force set. For storm build, for enhance, I don't think we're going to use the force set. If you're going to go elementalist, you're definitely going to want the force set. I think it's going to be super duper strong. But yeah, all builds will be in the description. We win this fight, thankfully, because the priest went beat him up. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you look forward to the next videos as much as I am. And I will see you in the next one. Later.